Today I will talk about cavalry units which are good to use in a cav line, especially from a free-to-play perspective. Problem is, the choices are rather restricted. Especially when you consider the best units to use, they are seasonal units or 5-star exclusive. The last category is Dagger. They are all seasonal units. Magic tomes are not very good because most of them are very old units with not such good effects and very poor BST, and yes, some of them are 5-star exclusive, seasonals. So the choice is kind of difficult. And this is also why I think the cav line is kind of boring to watch, because most of them are composed of the same units. You see Veronica everywhere, Bravelyn everywhere. They are good, I understand. But this is also why it's annoying, because even Reinhardt, you see him very often, sometimes Erika, sometimes Rolf, sometimes Ursula. But it's usually the same units, over and over again. It feels like copy-paste from one another. It's difficult to make a cav line that is different from the others. For example, the reason why I like Lilina is because no one uses her. They see her as broadly fan fodder. I understand, agree, that Summer Ursula is more consistent than Lilina. That is true. But I appreciate that when I do not use this build because another score is the bonus structure and infantry score is not usable, I use Ouch Pouch, Iceberg, Quicken Pose. Instant Special is really funny set. It's very interesting. So only Lilina can do that. So again, from a free-to-play perspective, it's a lot worse because you don't have a choice, as you can see. So we have to choose each category. You need one healer. This is hands down the best. Plus speed, Forest. Max Merges, many Dragon Flowers, plus speed. He will end up with good attack speed spread. This is very important. Because in Light Season, you have Air with Mystic Boost. She takes hits forever, for days. You don't want this to happen. It lets the players, your opponent, the time to collect the pots. If they cannot collect the pots, there is a chance they will surrender. If, even worse, you use healers with very poor attack and speed, for example, someone like Silk, I can tell you even Peony can take hits for days. It's not good. Every unit must be, to some extent, threatening, because it will cause them to make mistakes. If they know your healer is not a threat, they will not make mistakes. They are more likely to make mistakes if, after moving, dancing, killing 1 or 2 cavalry units, they end up in range of Veronica with attack speed push. she kills one unit and causes these players to surrender. That is the outcome you want, you need. So having said that, next, Magic Tome. You don't have many choices. I see Reinhardt often. He's not a good choice because it is very easy to kill Reinhardt. Everyone now has Brave Ike. And now you have Brave Edelgard. So that's a problem. Especially when you consider as a blue tome, Ursula is a lot better. However, with Ursula you need some investment. Her best unit to fodder by far is Brave Hollywood. He can give her both Swift Sparrow Free and Attack Speed Ruse. You need a Ruse in the B slot. Because if you have infantry school, they can still use armor units. So you need to make sure they get all the debuffs possible. Not many units have immunity against Ursula. Not many units can withstand the broadly fan kind of effect of her tome. This is why in the current meta she does not have too many threats. She is very good for this reason. And now we are talking about the bow. This is by far the best category, mainly because of Spendthrift bow. I will talk about this and show you why. You need one or maybe two bow calves. Rolf is the best candidate. The second best candidate is Python, because he's green and has high defense. I will tell you why later. Why it's good to have good defense, and green is not a bad color. Maybe it's the best color, in fact. I mean, no. Colorless is best. But if you were to choose between red, blue and green, I think the green is best. The green is best among the three colors. So, Spendthrift bow versus Budding bow. In Dark Season I use this build. However, if I were to use Brave Lyn in Anima, I use this because of Sakei's blessing. Altina cannot attack and kill Lyn because Brave weapon destroys Budding bow very easily. That's why I am now talking about this, the comparison, Budding bow versus Spendthrift bow. I see many players say Raven Tomes are the worst enemies of Caveline. This is wrong. I don't think this is true. The worst enemy by far of any Caveline is Leaf. I don't want to talk about Leaf because I dislike this unit. I never use him in Evil Raid's offense. It makes Evil Raid too easy, to the point it is not funny, it is not rewarding. Winning with him, it's too easy. My Caveline if you play well with Leaf, you can easily destroy my Caveline. I will not show you how, but because I like my Caveline and I don't want to give too many tips about how to destroy my own teams, but I have seen many good Cavelines. They get destroyed by Leaf. I have also seen the recent Caveline of Tacho, the YouTuber Tacho, and Akaris Caveline in Dark and Anima season. These Caveline from Akaris and Tacho can be easily destroyed by Leaf alone if you play well. Leaf with one dancer or leave with 2 dancers. It's very easy. So let me show you, for example. If you play leaf like this, what happens?
Lovely.
Bad move, of course. This is the reason why I am a strong proponent of a defensive build for Mia. Her best skills: speed rest solo, speed death solo, death rest solo. They are the best for Mia. No discussion about this. She wants to survive. When she survives, you have Lilina, Bramimon, eventually Yoon, who can use Harsh Command and get 1 or 2 kills, causing someone to surrender. Now let's show you the power of Spendthrift Bow. I have never used this Anima Kevline because I am not willing to switch blessings every time, and the locking system is annoying because eventually I will upgrade the skills, merges, so I don't want to use too many blessings. The team is not complete. But let me show you. Yeah, this one.
Got it. Forward.
Again, like I said, Rolf is not complete. No dragon flowers. He can have 1 or 2 more merges. Maybe I will switch for Fury 4 or maybe Attack Speed Push 4. I hesitate. But I know I don't want guard. I want lull attack speed. So he doesn't have lull.
Got it. I see. Friends, I will not abandon
And now
you.
Leaf gets +7 attack. And attack rest push.
Forward.
He cannot kill Rolf. If I have lull attack, for example, I will try to simulate this situation.
Friends,
I will not use
You have my trust. Yes. Got it.
buffs, okay? And this guy will get 45 cavalry plus 6 defense.
Friends, I will not abandon you.
And let's see what happens. There is no way Leaf can destroy a Spendthrift Bow unit when it's invested to such extent. And by the way, I'm not talking about this now, but if you ask me why I have this unit here, this is because I have imagined several different scenarios, and this guy is terrifying. This is a monster in the cave line.
With utter certainty.
One very funny thing is that,
You have my trust.
as you can see, it's not easy to destroy this unit, and it is truly threatening. Anyway, let's see what happens if, for example, I take hits from Rolf with Dimitri. I removed the C slot because this guy is still a bonus unit and I don't want him to kill Rolf.
Forward. Consider
But what happens when Dimitri survives? You will see. This is why Wings of Mercy are very nice to have in your mythics, and why Spendthrift Bow is very consistent in surviving. It's a lot better than Budding Bow. And if you take hits from Leaf, Steady Impact, I can tell you, you will have some problem. For example, Leaf, Steady Impact, no seals. Initiate on my own Roy, no seal. Close call, bonus doubler. This guy gets +6 in all stats. In other words, 45 defense in combat. What happened? Leaf overkilled Roy. When I say overkill, it's literally overkill. So, this is why you need such a weapon. It is very consistent. It works on both seasons, unlike Budding Bow, which doesn't work in Astra season because you have Altina. And this is why the only good unit with Budding Bow is none other than Lynn, because she has Sake's Blessing. She's the only one who has access to Sake's Blessing, protecting her from Altina. But yes, if you want to use Rolf and Python as free-to-play bowcars, you need Spendthrift Bow. It's much better, more consistent, usable in both seasons. Another reason why you want Spendthrift Bow instead of Budding Bow is that Budding Bow is exclusive to seasonal banners. For information, this single skill, one Dancer Eflin, only one copy of Eflin, cost me 500 orbs. This is beyond ridiculous. 500 orbs for one single Eflin. Along the way, I got the worst PT breakers in the game. I got 2 Nina. I got 1 Mikoto. It makes me cry. It's frustrating. I was furious. Seasonal banners are the worst. This is bad. Really, really bad. No sparking system, 3%, 4 units. This one, however, is a lot better. 3%, but 3 units. You get what you want. This is a lot better. So now with Python, because we have already talked about Rolf a lot already, Python is also another good user of Spendthrift Bow. Why green is a good color is because, for what I have seen so far, red units have high speed, very high speed, but at the expense of lower attack, relatively. And I've done the math. If you build Python well, defensively, with buffs, Spendthrift, Fury, he can survive SWAT units such as Fallen Ike, Merita, with Ever. If you have, for example, a red bow and a player uses Brave Actor. Brave Actor is known for having very, very high attack. Or maybe Brave Dimitri, who is a monster in terms of attack. He gets the follow-up and you die because of color disadvantage. If you have a blue bow, you will be facing Brave Edelgard, and Brave Edelgard will destroy you. The only weakness of a Spendthrift bow, colorless, is Raven Tome. The Raven Tome is not good against Rolf, for example. So, Python is good because he has very high defense and he's green. He's not afraid of red units capable of making a follow-up. There is no, there are not many counters to Python. If you have, for example, Sophia with quick riposte, you kill easily Python. If you have Eden, Spring Eden, you easily kill Python. But most units are physical melee units, so Python will survive these units. You don't see many tomes used against a cav line. Most of the time, if they use a tome, they will use a Raven tome. So this is not my team in Astra. It looks something like this in Astra. So for example, if I have used Sophia, Mirror Stance, Low Attack, Res, Rolf gets the +6 in resistance, which is worthless because I have a Lul.
I'll think about it. You have my trust.
And I have Infantry School as well to protect Rolf. Eventually, Panic Manor.
I will do my best.
So Rolf can actually survive Sophia. Also, I have to say, he has a super boon in resistance. Very, very good. So, I disagree when someone said Raven Tome is a big problem for Kevline. That's not true. So yes, bow calves are good. I think you should build 2 of them. 2 Spendthrift bow. One is Rolf and another is Python. Both are good. And yes, you don't have many choices for, like I said, for the calves. Eventually we can wait for refine, maybe it's good. Cecilia. Okay. So, yes, Cecilia. I didn't talk about her. She's not bad. She's not bad because in Dark Season she can easily kill flying units such as Air, Peony, and she has color advantage against Mila. But again, she suffers from counter picks like Reinhardt. If you place, for example, Cecilia in front line, she can be easily, baited. This is why, for example, Lilina, I know she is easily killed by a blue physical unit. This is why I don't do this. If I do this, Brave Hector comes in, Brave Dimitri, she's dead. Free kill. I don't want this kind of scenario. This is why I switch them and letting her with Wings of Mercy. Healers with Restore Plus can be placed in front line because most of the time they will use a Restore and avoid someone. If you want to bait Veronica with No C Disrupt Ike, No C Disrupt Leon, here, she will avoid them if she cannot outright kill them, and instead she will use Restore. This is why you need units which do not have many threats. Ursula is one of those. Summer Ursula also is one of those. Mia and Lin are also one of those units who can withstand many Omni-tanks. And yes, again, the bows are the best category for a cav line because they survive very well and allows Wings of Mercy to trigger activate. So yes, I think I'm done with this and I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching.